Hello ladies, these are our meeting notes for the September meeting. My name's Amanda.
I'm Marcy.
And we're going to tell you about all the wonderful things we discussed today. We're going to start with the warmer of the month. This is Snapshot. It's for October. You can put different pictures in there, and there's a nice idea where you can print off some seasonal photos like spooky tree for Halloween, ornaments for Christmas, and put them in there. It's very cute. Lots of different ways you can use that. And the scent is Autumn Stroll. And it is a nice manly scent almost, but very, very cozy. Perfect for autumn. We love it. Okay. We talked about all kinds of things today. We talked about getting bookings, increasing sales at parties, a neat little idea we have about swapping out bars. But I want to make sure that you have your cell phones handy, because later on we're going to give you an important number to store in there. Okay, so I'll begin. Okay, so we talked about getting bookings. The one idea that I like to use at parties is the star boxes. Now, this goes kind of along the same idea as the Easter eggs. Some people like to spray paint them purple, makes them cuter. What I do, though, is I put a prize in each box. And when I go to a party, I give every guest one of these boxes, and I tell them, do not open them. And they have to hold them for the entire party. And then at the end, I tell them, okay, in these star boxes that you've been holding all night are some wonderful prizes. They range from a scent bar up to a 6-pack, up to a full-size warmer, all kinds of cool stuff. In order to open it and see what you've won, though, you must book a show. And I have to put your date on the calendar. And then they open it, and they win it. And I usually try to use a half off somewhere to defray the cost. What about you? Do you have any ideas?
At my parties, I have a calendar with me with my open dates circled. If they want to book a party, then I offer them a plug-in warmer, but they have to book the party that night. And they will get the plug-in at their party. So somewhere along the line, even if I have it in stock or I have to use a half-off item to get it, the $10 for the warmer, paying the half off, you never know where that's going to lead you. So
right, even if you have to pay full price. It's a $20 investment, yeah. And that could lead to a cycle of parties. You never know. It's worth it.
And I also bring one of these with me. These are my basket parties or bag parties. So I have the mini testers in here, and I show this to everybody. I have the catalogs and order forms, and I put the coffee beans in there, and I put a room spray in a bar so everyone can see, what they're getting. And I offer this that they can take it that night and start their basket party right away. And awesome. A lot of people jump on that. They really like the basket parties because they're too busy to do home parties, which we all understand. So
I love that they can take it that night too. That probably gets more bookings if they can take it home right away.
They're excited.
Yes. There was something else I liked. Also, what I would do too is always have hostess packets made up at your shows. That way you can give it to them right away. That way you're not tracking them down or mailing it out. It's just easier if you have them made up right then. Okay, some other ideas we thought. This was from one of our new consultants, Wendy. She had the idea of actually showing them what they could get free at a show. So you could put out, a perfect Scentsy system. That's 2 full-size warmers along with 6 bars, and show them they could get that for free with a $500 show. And you had mentioned something about Heather's display you liked.
Yeah, Heather Sherman at the Albion Fair yesterday. I loved how you had it out on the table for everyone to see exactly what they were getting. $75 worth of free stuff. Contact me, ask me how I can get it. I love that idea. So that's very eye-catching. It was a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I wish I would have seen it. Hopefully she took a picture. Maybe she can share it with us. Also, she also had an idea too about ballot boxes. They're great to use at events, but you can also use them at home parties, and people can mark right on there if they want to do a home show, basket, if they're interested in joining. They're very handy for that. Okay, so those were our ideas about getting bookings. If you have something else that we didn't mention that you'd like to share with us, please feel free to comment on this underneath this and throw in your own little tidbits. What's helped you in the past? We also discussed increasing sales. I think we all like to do that at our parties. One of the main things was to push the companion system. It's a great deal. Almost everybody will buy it if you highlight it. What I like to do is print it out and put it in one of those cheap acrylic frames from Walmart and leave it right on my display. And then I'll point to it, I'll refer to it. I don't make it sound like it's a special, but if they see it highlighted there, they think it is a deal. And then usually people will buy it. And it's a great deal. I mean, it does, you know. What do you do?
I really push the spare light bulbs. Eventually their light bulbs are going to blow instead of them trying to find somebody else to get them from or buying them from a store, which will not work. They're only $1, and that's what I tell people. They do have them at Lowe's, actually, and they're in a drawer, and they're like $4 or $5 for a bulb. So you might as well buy them from Scentsy right now and just have them.
Yeah, for $1.
Yeah, for $1.
And if everybody adds on a bulb, you know, that could add another $10, $20 to your show total.
And also, I also like to ask them when they're closing out with me, would you like anything for your car? We have the scent circles, the travel tins. I really like the scent packs.
Scent packs, they're excellent in the car, and this one is Silver Bells, and it's to die for.
Swap out your bar.
So my gigantic swap out your bar bin. You can get these for yourself to use at shows also, but I would probably get something a bit smaller. This one's pretty hefty. But I'm going to bring this to all of our monthly meetings. So if you have a bar at home that you've used only 1 or 2 cubes and you didn't like the scent, which is rare, but it does happen, you bring it and you drop it in here and you pick something else that somebody else didn't like. And I'm going to actually keep this at my house for customers, use it for us at meetings, and if it's not too big, I'll bring it to shows, home shows, and just tell the hostess ahead of time that that's going to be there if guests would like to utilize it. I think it'll be fun though.
Okay, get your cell phones out. We are ready to put in numbers. The first number is consultant support. Everybody needs it eventually. The number is 1-877-855-0617.
This way there's not, 20, what's the consultant support number every day on the group page. Not that we mind telling you, but it's just handy. You should have it in your phone. I also think that you should have my number in there in case you need to get a hold of me. My number is 440-813-7567.
My number is 228-4517.
And our Superstar Director, Lisa Taylor, her number is 440-228-1099. And she would be somebody that you would call if you can't get a hold of me, you can't get a hold of Mercy, you have a complaint about one of us, then you can go over our heads and you can actually call Lisa. And she's very friendly, she's very nice, she'd be happy to help you out. Okay? We also kind of wanted to talk about convention a little bit. Next year's convention is going to be in Las Vegas. I think it is July 25th through the 27th. And it's at the Hilton Convention Center, Las Vegas Convention Center. The Hilton Hotel's attached. Scentsy will have a whole block of rooms, so you don't have to worry about that. Don't panic. They'll be available. They'll go fast, but as soon as they open registration, which is usually in January or February, you can book that. It'll be a lot of fun, though, and I hope to see you all there.
Yes. It's very, very inspirational, educational. We learned a lot. We took a lot home. And a lot of good memories. So start saving now.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. And if you are jealous after looking at all of our Texas pictures, I guarantee you'll be jealous of our Vegas trip. So you're going to want to join us on that. And also, don't forget we have our little mini convention, Spring Sprint, coming soon. It's going to be in Columbus, Ohio. So for all of our Ohio consultants, that's pretty close. And it's going to probably be in end of January through February. We don't know the date yet, but I imagine it'll be announced soon. And registration for that should open in like November, I think. So we're definitely going, so plan. All right, this was it. This was our first one. We didn't do too bad. We only took like 5 takes. And special thanks to our videographer, Chelsea. And the next meeting is October 16th at 3 p.m. at my house. It's 542 Joanne Drive in Conneaut. And Mercy and Chelsea will not be here. They're going to be in Disney World. And so it'll just be me. But I'm going to have Brant's, donuts, cider. We're going to watch a little video from Scentsy on business basics, I think. And have a good time. We're going to hang out. So thank you.
See you in November.
Woo-hoo!